Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. Light on the moon. Alright, so I hadn't made a video in a little while. It was a very busy week. And this is Sunday. And I kinda had taken the day off from both jobs and spent a lot of time in bed. And it ended up being a good thing because I just got a call a few minutes ago and they need me to come in and work a long shift tonight. So I'll go in and work. I won't quite make the whole 12 because I don't have time to get ready in time, be there for the whole 12, but I'll make 11 of it. But anyway, kind of leading a charmed life. I said, well, I'm going to miss some time out of the store today, but I figured the day off and the rest would have been good. Took Luna to the dog park with Agent 007, and you may remember Fuzzy, his puppy. And so we all went to the dog park, and that was really good. I got a meatloaf cooking and some turnip greens cooking. They're going to be done before I get ready to leave. So it kind of worked out. So I'm in here and I'm cleaning up the goatee anyway because I finally got a new clipper. My old clipper, the guard for it busted and I wasn't able to keep everything trimmed up for a while, but I got a new Remington and it wasn't very expensive and it seemed to be doing a good job so far. So as long as it keeps running, it'll be okay. So I'm doing that anyway, and then I get a call from the supervisor on duty saying, hey, they had a call out, had a death in the family of one of the officers, which is my condolences there. He's a great guy. The officer, he's just you can tell he's just a great all-around guy. So anyway, condolences on the family loss there, and but we're gonna go ahead and get a shave, but not a whole lot to catch up on. Just been working. I'm now splitting time, my loss prevention time between two stores. It's not any extra hours, but I'm splitting the time I have between two stores, and then still been busy with what we've been doing. And as it gets into the holidays, people take off more time and things happen, and it'll be busier anyway. So today, the Austrian soap, Hofstadter, is it Hofstadter? Am I saying that right? I'm not Austrian. I don't speak German. And, I said, I think the last time I used this, and this is the sandalwood, however they would say it. I think the last time I used this soap, I said, I wonder if Austrians speak German without thinking, and somebody reminded me there was a certain German corporal wannabe painter who was Austrian actually, and he spoke German. So this is true. Austrians speak German. All right, so for a razor, I'd already kind of planned on using this one. It's one of my more unique razors, and I really enjoy using it and showing it off. The Clark's Silver King. And this is the first version. They made an improved version, but this version works, in my book, works very well, so I'm really happy with it. So we're going to grab a blade. And if you haven't seen this one yet, it's really neat. The handle is actually how you tension the blade. So on the top here, it's got this flat platform here, so it folds down. The blade goes on top of that platform and then under the little edge pieces, the little stops on the side there, and then you slide it up against the blade stops up front. And once you get everything nice and straightened up and lined up in place, which is not real difficult with this particular razor, it looks like that. And what you do is you screw the handle tight, and the screw on the handle pushes up against that platform, which pushes the blade up against these stops, and that's what holds your blade in. It's a really neat system. The improved version had 4 of the tabs instead of, it has 2 on each side instead of just 1. I've never had any problems with it holding just like it is. It's a very nice light razor. When it shined up, this one still got the silver plate on it. When it shined up, it looks really nice. As everybody knows, I don't shine razors up a whole lot. Functional tools don't really need that. But anyway, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I went back to the doctor the other day for my checkup. Got yelled at some, but that's okay. I'm used to it with doctors. But what I found out was I've lost 10 more pounds since April. So I guess that's good. Some people are starting to ask me if I'm sick though, because I've lost so much weight. And it's like, well, I don't think so. I don't know, down to 180. I mean, that's not featherweight, but it's better than 265, eh? Alrighty, but I wasn't particularly trying to lose that last 10 pounds. I just, I'm active, I work a lot, I walk a lot, both jobs. Apparently I'm not eating right because my A1C was sky high, but we're trying to tackle that problem too. Changed up my meds a little bit, everything's good. So I did remember, back to shaving, I did remember to pick up some witch hazel. So we do have the witch hazel today that we write up last time. I was able to find it at the Dollar Tree. Oh, I love Dollar Tree. I mean, some people think it's you know, shopping down to go to Dollar Tree. Not for me. The stuff there, the stuff that'll work and get done what I want to get done in a good manner, I don't mind using it. Now, there's some of their cleaning products that I don't think clean very well, so I don't use those. But that's the same way with some of the green cleaning products. Oh, it works just as good as the stuff with this and that and the other in it. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, it don't. But it's plant-based and it's better and it does this better and it does that better. And no, it don't. I don't use those products. I want stuff that works. But anyway. Now I will say that I do try to use the minimal amount of stuff that I can when cleaning so that I'm not wasting a bunch of stuff. I try to do that. Alrighty. Boy, this Hofstadter soap, really nice. Always leather's good. Nice scent. Speaking of scent, for the, first the brush, just a boar brush, just that little Turkish boar brush, the Timazelle that I like to use. Why? Yeah, that's the first thing I grab. No real reason why on that. Add a little more water here. And then we're going to use Booster's Polar Ice as a aftershave. And once again, why? First thing I grab. No real reason why. All right, the Clark Silver King. And it's a really basic razor which really appeals to me. But it's one of those things, it's a really basic, simple design that works super well. And that always appeals to me. And a lot of different things, not just shaving. I've always found that sometimes we unnecessarily overly complicate things, and I don't think it's really good. Remember, technology is just around to make us lazy. That way we're easier to manipulate. Yeah, technology, that's all it is. Think about it. If someone turns off the GPS system, which is one of the first things that's going to happen, because GPS is really a military thing. So if the military ever spikes into something, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to turn off the other person's GPS. And then they turn off other technology. They stop this, they stop that, they interrupt the cell signals. And then, people who really rely on technology, when you take the technology away, you have an advantage. It's a good way to manipulate. So if your middle name is Sheeple, might want to think about that. Might want to have a system in place to where when the technology goes bad, you can still function. Maybe with your family say, okay, if we lose cell service and nobody can talk with anybody, here is where we're all going to meet. Already have planned out, if you have to leave where you are, where you're going to go. And let other people know that are important to you where you're going to go. Might not have a cell phone, tell everybody, hey, I went over here. There's something to think about maybe. But simple designs, even in firearms. One thing I'm a big fan is some of the old Ruger designs and things of that nature that are just simple, hard-working weapons. Think about it, the 1911 45 ACP, one of the most simple designs in the world. AK-47, another one. They're really simple designs. They work really well. They're easy to repair. And, kind of how Fuzzy lives. So I noticed the other day, it's been a while since I've actually got out one of my emergency kits and gone through it. And there's stuff, matches. You might not know it. Matches get old and then they don't work. So if you've got matches in an emergency kit, you need to check your matches every once in a while and replace them with fresh matches. Not everybody thinks about things like that. I do. Try to anyway. All right. Notice that there clean shave look, gentlemen. Clark Silver King. Simple, effective. Now he made more than just the silver. There were some other metals. And they come up every once in a while on those auction sites and stuff. Tom White actually is the one that I know that has the improved version. I think a couple people do. Maybe, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you will. I think Dave, Kentucky, has a Clark's, and I think his is one of the improved ones, if I remember correctly. But anyway, man, I'm behind. I bet it's been a week since I've even logged on to Toast. I did sometime last week at work, and since I upgraded my technology a little bit, my cell phone service, I can now run my laptop with my hotspot and check in when I'm at work every once in a while, at work or other places to wherever I am. So, you know, sometimes you have to use technology to your advantage, but it's also important to know the limitations of the technology and to know what's going to happen when they turn the technology off. Technology is here to make us lazy. It does a good job of it. It also makes us, like I said, able to be manipulated easier. If all your money is tied to technology, it's tied to a card that's tied to your phone, and all that all of a sudden quits working, you don't have money. And if you don't have money, there's a lot of things you can't do. And again, it makes you easy to manipulate. So, you know, think about that. Maybe we should have cash stored somewhere, like, you know, in a gun safe. So if something bad happens, there's a little cash on hand to help out. Yeah. Maybe keep some silver coins or silver and gold and stuff that you can barter and use in case everything goes bad. Might not be a bad idea. Alrighty, well, that's our shave. A little bit of witch hazel there on that cleanup pass. Cleans everything up really nice. I don't know how many shaves are on that blade, and I'm not even 100% sure if that's a stainless blade or a carbon blade. I prefer carbon steel, everybody knows, but I did have some stainless blades that I was playing with, and I'm not sure which one that is. Which one ever it is, it's still got another shave or two on it. I use blades until they give up on me. I'm not one of these that just uses it so many times and, oh, I'm 3 and out. Well, maybe the blade still had another shave on it. I mean, sometimes they do. Just saying. But anyway, so there we go for tonight. Hope everything's as good in your world as it is in mine. Got the old Mississippi coffee bug out tonight. I actually made a trip to Mississippi a couple of weeks ago. I may have already mentioned that. Went up and checked on my mom and my grandparents, and I've got an uncle's grave all in the same graveyard. Made a quick trip up. I don't stay in the graveyard probably 30 minutes. You know, 10-hour round trip, being there for 30 minutes or so. It used to be an 8-hour round trip, but Fuzzy don't travel as well as he used to. I had an hour in either direction just stopping to get something to drink and use the bathroom and a little something to nibble on and stretch my old legs because I get stiff sitting anymore. I'm sure there's folks out there that can relate. So we're going to, we got to do is loosen the handle up on that head, and we pull that blade right out once that platform goes down. And that's all there is to it. Hold it by the spine, and all you got to do to clean a double-edged blade, a single-edged blade, not double, single. Those double-edged monochromatic blades, I would not recommend cleaning them like this. But all you got to do is hold it by the spine and wipe it dry, and it's ready to go next time. We'll rinse the old razor off, and here in just a minute we'll rinse the brush off. I've even been known to jump in the shower after a shave, and I'll just take the brush with me and clean it while I'm in the shower. Been known to do that. But there we go. That's my shave for tonight. I hope you're doing well. Maybe not quite as busy as I am. Unless you need to be, then I hope you are. But yeah, you know, getting cooler weather here. Hopefully the weather is good where you are. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep it simple. Don't let technology wind you up. Don't be a sheeple. Bah. What's a sheeple? Now, you know, sheep just follow the herd. Well, there's people that do that too. They have no thoughts of their own. They just follow the herd. I'm gonna go over here because everybody's going over here and doing this. Sheeple. Bah. Don't be a sheeple. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, don't be a sheeple. Happy shaves to you.